All right, looks like we are rocking and rolling. We're live here. So, welcome in everyone. Very happy to have all of you with me today. For me, for now, it's just me. So, I'm running this solo at the moment. Dante might pop in here shortly, but we'll take a look and see there. That being said, the training moves forward. So, let's go ahead and get into today's topic, which is how to use your custom domain with your funnel. So, let's talk about domains and how to set up your root domain as a funnel page. That's what we're going to be doing today. And I want to lay some groundwork here first and foremost. This might be some context you already have, but I want to talk about what a domain is and how it's structured, right? So your main domain is simply the name of your website. So for example, clickfunnels.com is our main domain. Now let me go ahead and share my screen here. I want to share ClickFunnels main URL here, and you can see we have several different buttons and options. But if I look at the funnel path, I can see it's clickfunnels.com. So it's nice and clean. There's no extensions on that. And if I look at, we have platform, pricing, we have login, of course. Let me go ahead and just click on one of these. And I want you to focus on the funnel path URL and see what happens here. There you go. So it jumps from clickfunnels.com/pricing. So this is essentially everything past that slash is called the URL path or the domain path. So it points to the exact address or the exact page that you're living on. Now, inside of ClickFunnels, right, users are typically doing one of two things within their domain. So they're usually creating a funnel as their homepage, or we're creating a site or storefront as our homepage. So it all really just depends on how you're using the platform and what you want visitors to see first. So what we're going to be walking through today is how to take your custom domain and have it point directly to a funnel, and then even set that as a homepage for everything. So let's go ahead and jump into a funnel. And I have a workspace already opened up here. So I'm in my We Love ClickFunnels Education workspace. Let me go over to our funnels. Here we go. And I have a few funnels here, but specifically I have this ultimate workout guide funnel, and I really want to set this as my homepage. So let's go ahead and tap on it. And right at the top, I can see my funnel path URL. So I have welovecfeducation.com/ultimate workout guide. So as of now, it has that URL extension on it. But what if I wanted to set this funnel specifically to just welovecfeducation.com? I'm going to go up into my funnel settings up here in the top right. And I have a bunch of options here, but right at the top, I can see my domain is set to the exact domain we want. And then I have my funnel path URL directly below that. So I could set this to exactly whatever I want, but let me just remove this. And now if I save it, it's as simple as that, right? So now this funnel will be redirected to when someone goes to welovecfeducation.com. Now the issue is when they come to this funnel, they're going to get to this very first page, and it's automatically going to redirect to the guide opt-in extension. So if we don't want that, if we want someone to land on this very first page without having the guide opt-in option as the funnel URL extension there, we need to create a split test. So let's go ahead and do that here. I can tap on these three dots and then just tap split test page. There we go. And then it doesn't matter. You can either set a new page or duplicate page. I'll just select duplicate real quick. And then once the split test is created here, you want to make sure that 100% of your traffic goes to the real main page. So I can see here, I have all 100 people going to this exact page here. And that is going to essentially eliminate that extension off of the URL. So really valuable there. And it just keeps the domain clean and professional. Now, let's say I wanted to set a funnel to my homepage for my entire site, not just the funnel itself, right? This is, of course, going to be useful if you have a main offer that you just want people to see first. Maybe you're running a launch campaign that you really want to promote. Something like you want your domain to point to one consistent starting point, or you just want a funnel style homepage, right? So here's how you do that exactly. head back out of the funnel. I'm going to go back to my homepage here. And what I want to do is I want to find my site and blog. So I'll go and tap that. And then I want to go to my site settings here. All right. And here I am. I have tons of options, but I really want to scroll down until I find the homepage option. Okay, so here it is. We have style, we have blog theme, store theme, and then homepage. See how it's selected as none? That means it's just default. Whatever I have set as the URL extension, that's what the homepage is going to be. But essentially, I can use an override with here, and I just need to go and select the exact funnel page. So I have tons of pages here, but if I scroll down, you'll see it's all sorted by site pages, funnel pages. And this guide opt-in page is the exact one I want. So let me go ahead and set that. I'm going to scroll to the top and I'll click update. Perfect. All right. So now our domain, our site, everything will treat that funnel page as the homepage. So no matter where anyone enters the brand, they're going to start on this funnel page. Now let me go ahead and jump over here, because I have this up and this is currently what I had the homepage as previously. So now if I give it a simple refresh, you can see now it's going directly to my funnel path. No longer is it my storefront or my site. It's now the funnel path. So it is as simple as that. Go into the funnel settings and adjust it, then create the split test. So that way you don't actually see the extension that says opt-in guide. And then a step further, if you just want everything to redirect back here, when you go to the welovecfeducation.com, of course, go into the site and blog settings and then do the override here underneath the homepage dropdown. So just a quick recap there. We talked about what a root domain does. We talked about how to point your domain to a funnel. We talked how to hide the page slug by creating that split test, and then how to make a funnel your homepage. So I know that was nice and brief. I'm pretty quick and straight to the point when we don't have Dante floating around here, but that does wrap up today's training. So short and sweet. Of course, I want to hear from you guys. So feel free to let me know in the comments if you have any ideas or if you just want education on something specific in ClickFunnels. Let us know in the comments section, or let us know under the comments of this replay as well, because we go back, we take a look at that, and we gather the feedback and see what people want education on. This was actually all stemmed from a comment from last week. So Jesse got a feedback and was asking, how do I set all of my URL and my funnel path to my homepage? So of course, that's how we set this training up for this week. Now, as of right now, next week's topic is all about shipping zones. So going in and taking a look at things like the restrictions of shipping, the zones that we can set up, and shipping tiers as well. But if you guys have anything, we can always adjust that. So again, I encourage you to drop a comment and let us know what you want to see next, or drop a comment on the replay. So with all that being said, I want to say thank you for spending the time with me, the 10 minutes or so. Everyone have a great rest of your day, and everyone in the US have a great Thanksgiving. Thanks, y'all. Adrian, the replay will be on our Facebook page and our YouTube page after this wraps up. So I believe it just takes a few seconds to actually process there, or a few minutes. But once it gets done and processes, it'll be live there. Okay, I don't see any more questions, so I'll go ahead and wrap this up like I just mentioned here. All right, thanks for everyone for tuning in.